But when it comes to salvation, you're insignificant. It doesn't belong to you. Salvation doesn't belong to other nations. Salvation doesn't belong to so-called white people. So if salvation doesn't belong to the Arabs, okay, to Ishmael, to Moab, to Elam, salvation doesn't belong to you. It only belongs to us. They cut coke over there or something.
It says, and nor the beast thereof sufficient for a burnt offering. All nations before him are as nothing.
Yeah, so when did this change? This never changed. Salvation belongs to Israel, okay? Chesapeake Borgia wasn't born on December 25th, okay? Christmas is nothing. Doesn't Corinthians tell you that the idol was nothing? The Most High said that the idol was nothing, okay? So if you're worshiping Christmas, you're worshiping the idol. You're worshiping Nimrod, Semiramis and Tammuz. That's all you're worshiping. You're not worshiping Jesus' birthday. And you're not even calling him by his correct name. You have to be an Israelite of the elect to actually obtain salvation and to be under grace.
All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing in vanity.
Less than nothing in vanity, okay? Habab, okay? Only here, that's using something that's transitory, okay? Meaning it was here at one point, and then it disappears, okay? So the nation that were in power for a certain amount of time, and then we're going to be, our power that the 12 tribes are going to be, is going to be so lofty, so exalted, that it's going to be like these other nations that never rule.
Like a dream.
Yeah, like a dream. That's how exalted we're going to be. Okay? The Lord is going to exalt us. Okay? The scriptures say that he that humbles himself to be exalted. So we humble ourselves too, Yahweh Shai. Okay? Meaning we keep his commandments. And we teach others to keep the commandments. We don't teach others that it's okay. Okay? We teach others that, well, others I mean other Israelites. Okay? We don't give a damn if you other nations don't keep the law. Okay? You already don't keep the law. And you're not going to listen to us anyway because you're the heathen. See, Cornelius, he was an Israelite. Okay? He was an Israelite. That's why he kept the law. Because it said that he was a devout man.
Feared God.
And one that feared God. And he paid alms. Who's he paying alms to? The Israelites. That's in the law. Free will offerings. Okay? You can drop gold, silver supplies off at the temple. Okay? Cornelius did that. The cracker's not going to do that. Alright? So-called white person's not going to do that. Alright? They say his arms were heard before the Most High. So how is Cornelius an Edomite? Cornelius is not an Edomite. An Edomite's not going to pay alms. It's not going to be said about himself being devout. It's not going to be written about him being devout, being righteous, meaning he keeps divine laws. Go ahead.
So Jeremiah 2:23. Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitudes of mountains.
Yeah, so how is Chesapeake Borgia? How is a Christmas tree going to deliver? How is this fact? Get a picture of that fact. I was worshiping that for you so-called Latino tribe with all the idols you have in your house. How is taking candles by that picture going to bring you deliverance? How is putting candles around Chesapeake Borgia and around a so-called Santa Maria and carrying an image on your back, kneeling down, bowing toward an idol? How is that going to deliver you? Okay? How is that going to deliver you? It's not going to deliver you. Your house is going to start to burn down. They're already burning down. They already have Christmas fires, Thanksgiving fires. Okay? These idols are not going to deliver you, okay? And they're damn sure going to deliver you if you're an Edomite. Okay? Worshipping Semiramis, okay? Worshipping Mary, the Edomite Mary, or the Hamite Mary. They're not going to deliver you.
I was gonna say this: you have the same churches that teach these bullshit religions and to worship these idols and these vain holidays. Those are churches that are getting shot up. Those are the churches that are burning down. You wanna know why? Because the Most High is overthrowing that bullshit. Because if they were really for the Lord, He wouldn't allow it to become destroyed in a complete desolation.
Yeah, because most of you people are full of shit. Okay. You say you fear God and you're a God-fearing person, but you keep none of his commandments. Constantly defy your temple, okay? Constantly. You smoke fucking crack, weed, smoke cigarettes, and you're generally just fucking demons.
Homosexuals.
Yeah, you faggots, you know? You try to correct murderers. You try to correct alcoholics. Okay? But you never correct faggots in your churches. Okay? You never correct faggots. You say you want to bring the murderers into the church, you want to bring the adulterers into the church, and you tell them that they're doing things wrong. You want to bring the prostitutes into the church, and some of you may tell them that you're doing wrong. Others, you might just accept them as they are, just so you can have get some tight money or have a large congregation. But you're not correcting faggots. You're not correcting homosexuals. Because this America is like unto Sodom, okay? It's like unto these wicked, to those wicked nations in the past that the Lord rained fire down and destroyed. Because the churches, they're not teaching you, giving you comprehensive studies, okay, on the scriptures, on how to obtain salvation. They're not doing it, okay?
This is Ezekiel 22 and 26. Her priests have violated my law and have profaned my holy things. They have put no difference between. This is Ezekiel 22 and 26. Her priests have violated my law.
Her priests have violated my law. So whenever you read a scripture where it talks about this happened in the past and it's happening right now, okay? Because you have people that are on the plane apart as priests, okay? Which are pastors, okay? All right? So this specifically talking about our people in the church, okay? That are either priests or that call themselves priests or they call themselves pastors. All right, go ahead.
Ezekiel 22, 26. Her priests have violated my law.
And her priests have violated my law. None of these churches teach that you have to keep the commandments. I haven't seen a church yet, okay, that you see every male in the congregation with the beard. Haven't seen it. It's fucking random like this.
Yeah, I know, right? I still in the food for this. And have profaned my holy things.
Have profaned my holy things, okay? And we're holy unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So you cause your congregation to go off by saying that they don't have to keep the law, okay? You're saying that our people can worship an Edomite image, a pale-faced image, and saying that that's God. Okay, saying that's a power. That's not a power. That's a devil. The idol is nothing. Okay? The idol is nothing. Okay? And that's what all these demonic pictures are. They're nothing. They don't have any power behind them to salvation. They got power behind them for wickedness. Okay? But the people that worship these images, okay, these average, everyday Israelites and Edomites, they don't get no power from worshiping treasury boards here. Okay? Our people don't get no power. What they get is they get curses. Okay, they get fired from their job, they get cancer, they get fucking tumors, they get their teeth knocked out, they get raped.
They have put no difference between the holy and profane.
Yeah, they'll say the famous thing like they like to say when they come to us, oh, it doesn't matter. Well, if it doesn't matter, why is it in the gospel? The gospel is the whole Bible, okay? You people think the gospels are just Matthew, Luke, Mark, and John. The gospel means good news, okay? The good news is the other nations going into slavery. Babylon's going to be destroyed. The elect are going to receive spiritual power and wisdom, okay? That's the gospel, okay? That's good news for us. That's not good news for everybody.
Neither have they shown difference between the unclean and the clean, and have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths, and I am profaned among them.
Yeah, hid their eyes from my Sabbaths, meaning you're not keeping the high and holy day, okay? You're not keeping the Day of Atonement, okay? You're not keeping the weekly Sabbath, okay? You're not keeping the Passover. You're not keeping Hanukkah, okay? You're not keeping Purim. Instead, they have profaned my Sabbath, okay? Meaning you're doing things on those days that you can actually prevent doing if you had the knowledge. Okay, if you were actually rehearsing the righteous acts. If you're not rehearsing the righteous acts, you're not going to be delivered. That's it.
Her princes in the midst thereov are like wolves, ravening the prey. to shed blood and to destroy souls to get dishonest gain.
When that bitch that was leaning like this, she was like, like intoxicated. Yeah, that's what they're yelling and shit. Alright, go ahead. Check the fucking cops over here and shit.
Yeah, man. Demons manifesting over here. God damn.
Did anything worse than coming up here?
Ezekiel 22 and 27. Her princes in the midst thereof are like wolves, ravening the prey.
Oh, like, read that again. Princes represent the leaders, okay? And so that could be a pastor, that could be Al Sharpton, okay?
Jesse Jackson.
Jackass Jackson,
Yeah.
okay? Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, okay? Marcus Garvey. Any of the so-called Latino so-called heroes, okay? That fought for freedom and justice, whatever you want to call it, okay? Read that again.
Ezekiel 22 and 27. Her princes in the midst thereof are like wolves.
Yeah, if you're following after these preachers, you're not gonna be saved. You're constantly shaving your beard, you're not gonna be delivered, okay? From the said perils, meaning the things that were written down that the Lord said he was gonna do. Those are the said perils. Okay? That's martial law. That's concentration camps. That's losing your jobs. That's starvation, pestilence. Those are the curses. Alright? So you have to rehearse these righteous acts, okay? But first you have to establish that through faith. Once you have faith, you'll fear the Most High. You'll fear breaking the commandments. But if you don't have faith, that's how we know you niggas are full of shit. You say you have faith, but you don't keep none of his commandments, okay? Faith.
Oh, faith.
So I said that's why how we know that niggas that think that say that they love the Lord, you know, that they full of shit because they don't keep none of the commandments. All right. So don't say you love the Lord and you don't keep none of his commandments.
Don't keep 8 commandments and leave 2 out.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But don't keep 10 commandments and leave 300 out. All right.
It says to shed blood and to destroy souls and to get dishonest gain.
Yeah, dishonest gain. Okay, that's some dishonest gain. Collecting tights and paying your car note. Okay, collecting tights and paying your car note. Where you could have got a used car, but yet you decided to go out and get a damn car note. When you got your congregation starving, you got your congregation with holes in their shoes. Okay, you got your congregation they stomach literally growling while they in church. They gotta pay back loans. They get letters in the mail every damn month saying they're gonna go and start garnishing your wages if you don't pay the money. But you take money from your flock and you pay your car note and you pay your mortgage. It said that the scriptures say that that is greatest among you shall be the servant. Okay, so the person that's the head of the congregation is really supposed to be the most humble. Okay. He's supposed to be the most giving.
The most smartest. Go ahead, read on.
I want to read this because you had made a statement earlier, and this is the scripture that backs you up. You know, niggas that say that, you know, they love the Lord, they have all this faith, but then yet they don't keep none of the commandments. He said that they're liars, and that's exactly what they are. That's what they are. Ignorant. All right? This is 1 John chapter 2 and 3. And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments.
14 and 15. Give me 14 and 15, John.
He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him.
He's a liar. Keepeth not his commandments. Okay? So if you're not keeping the commandments, you're a liar. The scriptures just said it. Read it again.
And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him.
So you people that say that the law is done away with, the truth is not in you, okay? I believe the commandment is matazawaf, okay? If you're not keeping the commandments, the Lord's not dealing with you, okay? The Lord's not looking at you as anything special. He's looking to destroy you.
That's a question. What you look in that scripture? Are you a preacher?
Yeah, we all preachers.
We're all preachers. Rewind that every time I come by over here, they read, that read.
Sometimes I'll speak. I'll speak all the time.
Go ahead. Sorry about it.
No, you're all right. You're fine.
1 John 2 and 6.
Yep.
He that saith he abideth in him, 5, verse 5.
Yeah, and another thing, you don't abide in, we're all one body, okay? The Most High, Yahweh Shai, the Holy Spirit, the angels, all of us, we're all one body, okay? If you're not keeping His commandments, you're not a part of that body, all right? You're not a part of that body.